Welcome to What's Happening, a show which focuses on current and upcoming events in the city of Lynn. Here with me today, Eric Perry, Aaron Levesque, and Doug Judge. These guys are here to talk a little bit today about the Paranormal Expo, which will be held on May 17th, Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and this is to benefit the High Rock Reservation. Now, Eric, you're pretty much the leader of this, Central New Hampshire Paranormal Society. That's your organization. Let's talk a little bit about you and your background and what this all means to the community.
I grew up here in Lynn, Mass, about 78 to 90, and it's my way of giving back to the community of Lynn, who's given me so much in my life. And the expo is to help raise money for the cottage to have it rebuilt.
Cool. Cool. Now, Aaron, you're involved. You're a younger guy, kind of like an apprentice, so to say. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved and what you're looking forward to for the event.
Well, I got involved because my aunt actually had a haunting. Eric's team actually investigated the home, and soon after, my mom actually joined. And the next step, I actually really was interested in everything she was doing, and I just joined right in. And I'm a Massachusetts born, so anything I can do to give back to any community here in Massachusetts, I'm more than happy to come and help with. And when Eric told me about this, I jumped right on board.
Well, we're happy to have you, and guys, again, thanks for being here. Doug, let's talk a little bit about you. We have a history. We went to high school together over at Classical. Yep. We've bashed helmets in the NEFL, Semi-Pro Football League. Unfortunately, you play for the Boston Bandits. I play for the North Shore Generals. But aside from that, you're the president over there with the, I believe it's the Friends of High Rock Reservation.
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got involved.
When I was younger, I met a gentleman, his name was Constantine Gus Belitzos. He was the original founder of the Friends of High Rock Reservation. He was a World War II veteran, former POW. Just did a lot of good things for the neighborhood, so me and my mother got involved. And over time, just got more hands-on with the program. Unfortunately, a few years ago, he did pass away, and the group kind of disappeared a little bit. And about a year ago now, I was talking to the former Vice President, Lisa Conley, and we discussed bringing it back, and we got right back into a Memorial Day ceremony. Eric had contacted us about coming down, taking a look, and during the first conversation, the expo was the idea was hatched. And from there on, we kind of just started building it over the last, I don't know, about 9-10 months.
Cool.
About 9-10 months.
So this has been a process. You guys have worked a while to get this event. Again, it's the Paranormal Expo. It's going to be held at High Rock Reservation Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sorry. Doug, now you're over there. You're the president of this organization to benefit High Rock. What does an event like this mean to you?
Well, just getting everybody out there and first educating them, and plus the chance to save the Hutchinson Stone Cottage. It's the last surviving cottage that there is. There were 3 of them in that area. 2 of them have collapsed over the years, and this one doesn't have too much time left. So we basically want to preserve the history. Frederick Douglass, Susan B. Anthony have been linked to the Hutchinsons. They've traveled the country. The Hutchinson family were a group of traveling singers. And basically what we want to do is we want to keep the exterior, just, you know, build it a little bit, add the porches that used to be there, and inside we want to make it an educational center. If you look at the cottage, it used to be an extension. We want to make that so it's handicap accessible. Put video so people that can't get up to the top of the tower can actually see what the telescopes are showing, and kids can actually go there and learn about the history of the area and get a chance to see everything.
That would be cool if you can put some like LCD screens or something like that, so you can see what the telescope's looking at. A lot of people don't understand that we have a space observatory here in Lynn, which is cool, you know. I mean, and another thing to mention is the history of Lynn. I mean, we're incorporated in 1629. I mean, that's before the Declaration of Independence was even thought of. So I mean, like, this cottage has been through a lot, not only in Lynn but for America. So it is important to speak about that and talk about it. Hopefully, we can get, you know, a little bit of generation so we can make this happen for you guys. Now, Eric, paranormal investigations. This is your life. You've been doing this, you had said before the show, for about 5 years now. You have a book written. Let's talk a little bit about, you know, what you do and how you do it.
Well, what we do is we come into a person's business or personal home, and they call us and let us know if they have a ghost going on or something. Spirits, as we like to call them. We come in, it's free of charge. We don't charge you to come into your home. It's totally free. And we come in and we just validate if you got going on. If you don't have anything, we let you know. We give you a little DVD that tells you everything that's going on and stuff like that.
So now in 5 years, we had talked a little bit before the show, but I'd love for you to share some of your experiences with our viewers at home. Tell us about some of the interactions that you've had.
I've had a spirit actually pick me up and toss me around like a rag doll.
That is
I've
nuts.
been taken over by a spirit at one point, and scratch marks that have just appeared out of nowhere, stuff like that.
That's, I mean, like, I believe all this stuff, like, and I'm into it. And obviously, if anything picks you up and moves you, there has to be some validity to that. Now, today, it seems like there are a lot more stereotypes out there in regards to spirits and the paranormal. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, a lot of people say that they have demons in their homes. There's no such thing as demons. They're very rare, and to actually have a demon is 1 in a million shot.
So play the lottery, you get a better chance.
Right.
So not that I'd rather win the lottery than win the demon lottery. But,
Right.
Although it would be interesting to go through, but I've seen The Exorcism, and throwing up is like the worst thing that I can go through. So it's all pretty cool stuff. So now the event itself, what's the goal? The goal obviously is to raise some funds in order to kind of keep this cottage in place. How do you guys plan on doing that?
With the expo, with the tables, we're charging $25. Anybody can actually do it. They can actually contact me via Facebook or the phone number that's on Facebook that you guys can get a hold of me at.
And that's Central New Hampshire
Paranormal Society.
Paranormal Society.
Or you can go to the Paranormal Expo, Save the Cottage Facebook page also.
Right. And all those pages have been shared on the LynnCAM page as well as mine. So for our viewers at home who want to learn a little bit more, use those resources. I think the event's going to be great. Now, you guys are going up there this Saturday. It's not like a real big public event. It's more so to just kind of scout your location, see what it has to offer. I'm going to be down there. What are you expecting to see?
What we're doing that weekend is, tomorrow to be exact, is we're going to be filming for a documentary movie of the paranormal. And we have a movie maker coming out of Maine to help us out with this. And I've actually taken a Photoshop picture of the place and have a spirit right in the window up on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, the orb picture, I think that's...
No, this one's totally different. You actually have a head and shoulders of a spirit up on the 3rd floor.
That's crazy. So, I mean, like, there are ghosts in Lynn. Definitely,
There is.
right?
There is. We're actually looking to branch into Lynn, have a branch of Central New Hampshire right here in Lynn.
Now, it's interesting to me because, I mean, like I look for this stuff, but I've never gone through any experiences. When I was a kid, I lived up in upstate New York with my aunt and my cousin, and, like, she used to tell me all the time, freak me out. She'd say that, like, oh, I woke up and there was this black figure sleeping next to you. And I'm like, why are you telling me this?
We see what they're called shadow people. We've seen them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they do they pose any threat?
They'll come up to you.
Really?
They will come right through you.
Oh, my. So, like, I mean, should I be worried about stuff like that?
No.
So now, what kind of ghosts do you think are more prevalent here in Lynn than there are elsewhere?
With everything that's gone on, a lot of them will be residual hauntings, which is they just play like a tape recorder over time.
Yeah, you had mentioned that. Residual and then
And
intelligent. So those are the two types. Residual, basically they're just stuck in a loop. Basically, I mean, would it be called limbo?
Yeah, stuck
Okay.
in limbo.
Stuck in limbo. They're going through their regular patterns.
Yeah, they just keep doing whatever they did as they were alive.
And intelligent, those are the guys who can move things.
They can pick up a table. They can do whatever they want.
All right, cool. So the event, again, it's May 17th, Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Keep doing that, but you're right, 6 p.m. Same hours LynnCAM TV is open. So the event, I think, is definitely going to be a benefit. I've been to High Rock before. I would love to see that cottage get restored and actually be put in place. Partially, I just got back from Ireland, and it's like everywhere you go, there's a house or a half-built house that has just been there since forever. And the interesting thing about them is, like, our revolution happened in the 1700s, but their revolution happened in the 1920s. So all that stuff's still going on, and it's interesting. Like, are they going to be able to restore all that stuff? And I think it's more important here in a high-density area to preserve these types of things because there aren't that many left. So in retrospect, if you look at Ireland, I doubt a lot of those places are going to be saved. But here in Lynn, it's important. There were 3 cottages before. Now there's only 1. 2 have fallen down. And the fact that, they're linked historically, like Doug had mentioned, I think is interesting. So now, Aaron, let's talk a little bit to you. You're a young guy, right?
Yep.
Born in Mass. You've done a lot in New Hampshire. Spent some time in Haverhill, which is also a shoe city. So we've got some... a connection, I guess, not really, but as opposed to like in regards to industry, Lynn's a big shoe, Haverhill's a big shoe industry as well. Tell us a little bit about what you're expecting to see from this event.
I'm honestly, I'm going to, also learn, because I know there's going to be a lot of events and vendors and everything that's going to be there. But my main thing of being there is to really give back to the community. I mean, I try to do as much charity work as I can, and I know how much this town means to a lot of people in the organization, especially Eric here, and how much he's dedicated. And that, for me, is just a passion that I'd like to help and continue on and actually give back to the community in a way that can really be benefactor to other people in the city, for the generations.
Heck yeah, and that's the type of stuff that we want to hear here at LynnCAM, definitely, without a doubt. I wish you guys the best of luck. I will be there at the event on Saturday, May 17th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is an event to benefit the High Rock Reservation, the Paranormal Expo here in Lynn, Mass. Eric, Perry, Aaron, and Doug, thanks guys for being on. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and I wish you all the best of luck. That's our show for today. From what's happening here at LynnCAM TV, I'm Sean Donahue, wishing you all the best.